my first impression about ChatGPT was, when I started using it, that this is a faster version of Google. Then I understood Google gives a huge number of links to study from, but ChatGPT actually integrates whatever it can study and collect from various sources through artificial intelligence and brings together an overview. So it's a faster version of Google, but more important, it's a much evolved version of search-based content. First of all, a ChatGPT is an open AI driven chatbot and very efficient chatbot to the extent possible at this point of time, the most efficient one. Well, with passage of time, there could be more AI based tools coming up. So recently I have also graduated myself to ChatGPT, and I was given a task with 48 hours in hand to prepare a document on standard operating processes of holding academic events, conferences, summits, workshops in a university. So I started by the simplest question: what is an event? What types of events are there? And I went on to every possible aspect, asking every possible question related to events and more particularly academic events, to such an extent that how will be the flower decoration in the space when event is being organized? What sort of gratification, certification or rewards and mementos can be given in academic events? What sort of food materials would be preferred there in a South Asian country or context, to such extent? And then the formal part is there, even differentiating between a conclave, a summit, a workshop, a conference or a meet, and many other questions. I'm not getting into that. 30 plus questions, 90 plus pages, 88 or 89 pages I suppose of matter came out. There were repetitions also. So I got this matter in a span of around 3 to 4 hours. Kept on asking, it kept on giving answers. Sometimes it itself said that it wants to regenerate. So it cancelled the earlier answer and gave a better one. And thereby I got the entire possible content on academic events. Then the next 5-6 hours, next day morning, I devoted to actually edit this, avoid the repetition, customize this whole content in the context of the specific university I was working for, in that country's context, in our economic background context, and thereby I contextualized the 88-89 pages of content, finally edited to 33-34 pages. That is now given as the policy that the university can adopt. So you actually can do it much faster. This same work would have required 7 to 10 days of work earlier. That's the benefit. Anyone who is involved in research, writing, digital content generation, even to the extent of developing coding or software, can use ChatGPT, because it actually gives prompts. It prompts someone to write in some particular context with some particular details. So it gives a background. Don't consider it as end in itself. Consider it as a background note that can be further evolved. So ChatGPT is your slave, is your servant, not your master. You cannot be just copy pasting the matter and consider the job done, because the job does not have emotion, what's given by ChatGPT. That it does not have context. Contextualization is not strong. It may not be applicable in a specific context that you are thinking of. And there might be some factual errors also. You are the master. Therefore, human intelligence must edit, elaborate, customize, contextualize, and you also need a lot of intelligence to ask the right questions to give you the prompts. So those are the things that human intelligence needs to do to make artificial intelligence dance to your tune. ChatGPT never delivers the same answer for the same question by different people in different regions, or even by the same person. If I myself ask the same question 3 or 4 times, each time it will be slightly different. So therefore, There is no copy paste and there is no concept of plagiarism here, because each time the answer is unique. Yes, the essence may be same, because after all the question is same, but the answer is unique. So that's one. So that's a good thing indeed. But ChatGPT, as I said, lacks emotion, lacks customization, lacks anecdotes, lacks certain factual details, and there could be errors as well. So you need to really apply your knowledge, do other searches, talk to people, go to the field, get some data, and then integrate that with the overview given by ChatGPT, with the overall outcome given by ChatGPT. So it's a great starting point, not an end in itself. That one has to understand. Suppose you as an editor has given a task to a reporter to write on the current state of public health in Odisha and the challenges it is facing. So if this question exactly is asked to ChatGPT, it will give a note. From the note, new questions will come up, because it will be talking about certain schemes, certain challenges, and each of these can be again another question. And thereby, over a period of 1 hour, ChatGPT will give a background note of 20-25 pages. Let's say around 6,000 words, 7,000 words. Now this is the background knowledge. To gather this much, the reporter would have spent 1 full day. And now he has done it within 2 hours or even less than that. Now if he schemes through it or reads it properly, underlines the important points or makes a note of some of the key things, and then comes to a decision that which are the questions he needs to get answers of. Whether it's quotes of the minister, because ChatGPT will not give that, whether certain analysis by the secretary or the bureaucrat involved, whether talking to some grassroots health activist to understand better. So what are the things that he needs to get from the field as primary source or primary data? Then these are to be integrated. So ChatGPT is great as a provider of backgrounds, overviews, integrating information from various sources, which would have taken a lot of time, saves a lot of time and energy in fact. For an educator, it gives a great overview of what he can start with, his learning resources that he can make. If he is making a video, it can also prepare a video for him. So he has written down the main points, created the bullet points or certain examples and all. And if it tells in video, ChatGPT or Flicky.ai, these are various AI tools, AI-based tools, they can make a video for him, 3 minutes, 2 minutes as per the command, without using the camera and without using the editing setup. The inbuilt system itself will make a video with supers or astons, with some pictures in the background, whether static visuals or moving visuals, and the video is ready. This would have taken 7 to 8 hours to prepare. Now it's 20 minutes task. So as a starting point, even you can edit the visuals involved. You can change the statements there or some language there. It gives you, just as we have the opportunity to edit a written article on computer, similarly there is a possibility of edit a video prepared by AI tool. So hence it's a great beginner, great backgrounder, great tool of communication that a reporter, a communicator or an educator may have. But to consider it as an end in itself would be completely erroneous. Consider ChatGPT outcome as a starting point, as your initial knowledge and not an end in itself. Recheck all the facts and data given by ChatGPT. Some of them, if not all, may be wrong and some of them may be partial. Consider all the analysis given by ChatGPT is good in giving analysis, whether those analytical points are applicable in the context that you and I are living. Means in our immediate specific context. Many a time that may be missing. So contextualization, personalization, factualization and analysis and application. These are some of the caution points while using content of ChatGPT. Now how do I take it to the next level? How do I make it my own? Customize it? That's my ability, my human intelligence. the emergence of digital library, where lakhs and lakhs of volumes can be kept digitally, and you can through a quick search come to the right thing that you would like to do, has already come with the Google search and Lycos search and all that. It has already come. Still, there are books and analysis which are useful. Yes, ChatGPT can reduce the physical storage of information furthermore. It shall, and it's good. For that matter, in the long run, I would have loved to see no physical library at all, because that creates a lot of challenge for real estate and its maintenance, and cuts down many trees to make books. So it's not environmentally sustainable. Having said that, ChatGPT actually, while it brings in a lot of data, it also creates challenges for some of its users. That those people who are involved in gathering information will now have a problem, particularly the background information, the overview of it. Customizing it is fine, but that needs an extra intelligence. But the basic gathering of information, the desk-based stories, those people will have a tough time. Now, artificial intelligence also can create pages, the look and feel of pages. So designers will have a tough time unless someone is thinking of a new template of design which is not there. Artificial intelligence can only gather from things which are already existing. But things which are not existing is somewhere still now human intelligence is required. I was asked in a seminar, sir, will artificial intelligence replace human intelligence? My answer was, a human being with human intelligence understanding and using artificial intelligence will replace other humans who are not using AI. So AI would require a HI, human intelligence, to make good use of it. AI by itself will not be sufficient enough. So repetitive work, for example automation and AI, can take away repetitive work. Now you remember we used to search for information through market survey. Now market survey can be very fast done by AI. What 30 people's team working over 10 days would have collected from the market, 90% of it, 95% of it can be done by AI. If you just supplement the other remaining 5-7% from the marketplace through some customized search, it would have been 100% prepared. The expenses go down, the time consumed comes down to less than 10%, the expenses come down to a lot less. Now there were a group of surveyors who used to go around the town collecting data. Now that will be reduced because AI by itself can bring in a lot of data faster than what human beings would have done. So while some part of the repetitive, easily replicable, preordained and pre-designed tasks will all be gone to the technology, and there would still be the strategic role, the problem solving role, the creative, making the first template of any design, that role, and there are many other areas of such roles that will remain. So AI cannot replace all human intelligence or human initiatives, but will replace a lot of them which are replicable, which are easily changeable. In lighter vein, one of my learners, I refuse to call students anymore, so learners, tried writing a love letter by using ChatGPT. So he said, I want to write a love letter to my girlfriend who is this some background. So how should I write it? ChatGPT gave an answer. He read himself, he was not impressed. He said this will not make any impact. So he wrote another question, on the same line. He went on asking 3 or 4 questions. ChatGPT each time was giving him an answer, prompting him with an answer. Finally he said, I got some new ideas from what I've read. None of the answers is making me happy, but now I can write a better letter than what I would have done without reading these responses. So basically, ChatGPT can open up your mind, can bring in new languages, concepts and ideas, can give you some analytical points which you would have missed out. But finally, you have to do the job. You have to do the job, customize it, personalize it, contextualize it, make it more applied to the context in which you are there. So therefore, ChatGPT is a great slave, a bad monster. And that's true for every technology at the end of the day. You cannot use technology for the sake of it. You have to use it for better life, better quality of life. So please do make use of technology. Do not be anti-technology. That's completely stupid. While sitting in a car, you cannot go back to a bullock cart age. But then you'll have to also understand, sitting in a car is not for the sake of sitting, but actually traversing a distance fast with less expense to do the job better. Now ChatGPT has created an opportunity to save hours, to have more leisure. But what do you do with that leisure is on your intelligence. How do you make creative use of that leisure? What to learn more, what to produce more, what problems to solve, what creative solutions or innovative solutions to bring in depends on your intelligence and your exposure to the world. Please open up to the world, not just open up to the fantasy world of artificial intelligence, but to the real world of the society, the people around.